What's up, folks? This is DEFCON 3 coming at you from somewhere here on Spaceship Earth. I'm back. What can I say? I never left. I got a email about a month and a half. Shoot, not even that. Maybe a month ago. I don't know. But it said something about YouTube creator or something. It says you have not posted a video for 255 days. Here's some tips on how to post videos, or here's some ideas. So I thought to myself, maybe I should post a video. Hold on, I'm in a car. Let me get comfortable here. All right. So here I am. Gosh, I'm sure you guys want to know what's going on, what's up. It'll take a few videos to lay it all out, but so I'm in North Carolina. You guys know that. Sorry, my eyes are red too. I take a shower and the water, it's like hard water. It's not soft. And every time I take a shower, my eyes are like super red for an hour or so. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I just know in the comments, people make comments. They always thinking I'm on some sort of new drug. But anyways, so here I am. I'm in North Carolina. My job, what was I doing? Well, I no longer work at that job. Great company, by the way, and I'll get to it later why I don't work there. Maybe not in this video, but the next video, or 2 videos ahead, or somewhere around there. But either way, yeah, it was a great job. I was a sergeant. I was a sergeant at a prison. So I made sure that officers didn't bring in contraband or employees. We did perimeter checks, made sure the safe was outside. We roved in something called a PPV, which was like a state vehicle. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to tarnish the integrity of what goes on there, or you don't know who watches these videos. But either way, so it was a great job. Money was amazing. How much did I make? Well, let's just say I made between 4 and 8 times the amount of the average person in North Carolina. So I made either between 4 and 8 times the hourly wage. And I kid you not, at some point down the line, I may do a pay stub screenshot, and people always told me, hey man, when you leave California, you're not going to be making that California money anymore. Well, truth is, I was making more money in North Carolina doing security than I was in California. And it's all about interviewing. I always tell you guys, know your worth, know your value. You know the mantra, right? So now I'm in a different phase of my life. I've mentioned this before, but it's worth mentioning again. One of the biggest studies ever done on human psyche is they asked people that were dying, they had like a month left, or a couple weeks left, what their regrets are. And I had a dear friend of mine die in December, an older lady, but she was my neighbor, and she was a great lady, and she too had the same regret. And it was so weird. And what is that regret? That regret is working too hard, spending too much time working, and not enough times with family and friends. If they can go back in time, they would have worked less and spent more time with family. Yeah, but we got to work, right? We got to make money to pay the bills and stuff. Well, I came across something in my mind when I was driving, and I thought, incidentally, I worked 12-hour shifts when I had my other job, so that in itself was crazy. And I remember thinking to myself, how much money do I really need? So as you guys know, I have a house here in Carolina. I have a vehicle, a couple of vehicles, and that doesn't matter. But what matters is, how much are my bills every month? Well, my bills came up to roughly $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month. That's all I need to come up with to pay all my bills and continue this lifestyle that I have. And I'm happy with this lifestyle. Like I said, I have a house, I have a garden, I have chickens. Um, cell phone, a couple of vehicles. Just life is good. I mean, at this point, if I'm comparing myself to myself, I'm happy where I am, especially where I came from. I started from the bottom, and the way I look at it, I'm on top. Am I a millionaire? No. Do I want to be a millionaire? I don't know, man. Like, how does that really change things? So if I need $1,500 a month to be happy in life, why work 12-hour shifts every single day, stacking up money to buy what? A second house, a third house? Just work myself to the grave. And the biggest asset that we have in life is time, and we have so little of it. Or I should say, the most important asset that we have in life is time, and then next, our health, of course. But man, if you don't have much time, you really can't enjoy life. I would rather work 8-hour shifts and continue to have this lifestyle that I have right now, than to work 12-hour shifts and have a little bit of extra money in the bank and try to buy more. And the more money you make, the higher the bar goes for you to be happy. Like, back in the day when I was making like $7-8 an hour, man, I was happy with my little Honda Civic. And then as I start making more money, I'm like, dude, I don't want a Honda Civic. I want an Audi. I want a sports car. You start raising the bar, and then there's this, I guess, keeping up with the Jones type attitude that you start to come up with, and then the reality is, what does it matter, dude? So you got this cool car, but you have to work 12-hour shifts to get it. Is it really that much? Does it matter to you that much to have to work that many extra hours? When I was working at the prison, man, I would get there I would wake up at 4 in the morning. I'd get there at 5:45 in the morning. Because, I wake up at 4, I got to get showered up, clean, drink coffee, whatever. By the time I drive, which was a 30-minute commute, I'd get there at 5:45 in the morning, and I would be going home around 6 p.m. at night. So I would literally watch the sunrise, sunset, and then it's time to go home. And that kills you, man. That kills your spirit. Like, I would joke around and say, all right, well, I'll see you later when the sun is down. And I'd wake up and the sun would be down. I guess it's just kind of a joke. Man, I'm a little rusty. I haven't made a video for a long time. I'm a little rusty, and quite frankly, just a little bit nervous too. I'm fidgeting with my little Taco Bell packet to get me through it. But as the videos go on, they'll be a little bit more quality. So I'm trying to work less hours to maintain this lifestyle that I have. I'm totally happy with this lifestyle. Man, this sun somebody just moved their car. So $1,500 a month. Well, what does that come down to? If you're working 8-hour shifts, that's about $10 an hour I need to make. So I need to make $10 an hour to keep up this lifestyle that I have. And to be honest, $10 an hour, shoot, you can get that working at McDonald's, or a part-time job really could get you $1,500 a month. So then why not work a part-time job if that's all you're trying to do is maintain the current lifestyle that you have? Now, I'm not exactly doing that, what am I doing right now in life? Well, I'll tell you. I run a swimming pool maintenance business, just like I did years ago before I got into security. So if you guys don't know, I used to run a swimming pool maintenance company. Met a guy that had a security company. We ended up talking. He said, hey man, you should get into security. There's a lot of money in that industry. And he was right. I got into it, and then the whole idea was to start my own security company myself. And as I started looking into it, I realized there was a lot of headaches involved with it. Mainly hiring people to do the job for you when when you're sick, or heck, I mean, you want to expand your business, right? You want to have like 5 or 6 accounts. Well, you got to have the manpower to do it. And you know how people are today, man. It's really hard to fill spots when it comes to jobs. So So yeah, I run a swimming pool maintenance business. Out here in Carolina, nobody does that, which means there's no competition, which means you can really charge a crazy amount. So in California, you could easily get 100 clients in California, and that equals to roughly $10,000 a month just servicing the pool. That doesn't include maintenance like cleaning filters, repairs, things like that. Just going there once a week, maintaining a pool, 100 clients, $10,000 a month. Now here's the thing: in California, I used to charge $100 a month per customer. Man, out here in Carolina, holy crap, people are charging $200, $300, up to $500 a month to service your pool. So I'm still working on the price structure here. I've only been doing this for a while, but I've been like, what do you charge somebody? It doesn't make sense to charge somebody $300 or $400 to service their pool. It really doesn't. But since there's no competition out here, you almost can. So I'm still trying to feel that out. I don't want to scare people away with my prices, but I also don't want to short myself. And when I say nobody out here does it, man, I live in a big city out here in Carolina, and I'm looking on Google. There literally is no competition. There's 3 people that do what I do within this huge city, and then the outlying cities, right? So I call up those 2 people, pretend like I'm a customer just to see what they charge. One of them says, oh, I don't do it anymore. I actually only do repairs. The other person said, yeah, I'll give you a call back, but I'm kind of booked right now. I'm not taking on any other clients. And that was it. And then I went to revisit that person's website a week ago, and they basically went out of business. The city or the state, or I don't know what the deal is, gave them a $350,000 loan because their business was failing. They had a pool store out here, and they took that money and ran, and now it's this big controversy. So now it's just down to 2 folks out here that do that job. Do I love the job? Absolutely. I love doing swimming pool maintenance. I put on my headphones, I have my coffee in my hand, I drive my truck, I get to a site, I pull over, service the pool, 10-15 minutes, go to the next house, do it again. Average pool guy is pulling in $60 an hour. That's California prices. Out here, you do the math, you can make a lot more, especially if you get a string of houses. You can realistically do 3 houses, maybe 2, sometimes 3 houses in an hour. And if each one of those houses is paying you $50 a visit, that's $150 in an hour. But I don't like to rush it. I like to go there, do my thing, drink my coffee, listen to my music, open the back gate, go in there, service the pool. Nobody bothers you. Look at the pool, everything's good, it's blue. Leave, go to the next house. Some houses you show up to and you're like, man, there's nothing to do here. So you just check the water, make sure the parameters are correct, and then go to the next one. It's a great job, it's chill, but more importantly, it's not robbing me of my time. Today I worked, I'll tell you, why not? Today I made like 300, I'm trying to be fair here. Roughly $350 today, and I worked 4 hours. So I got a client that had a really dirty pool, and yeah, I'd say about $350 today. And another guy had something called a salt cell generator that basically takes water that's got salt in it and turns it into chlorine, and so it chlorinates their pool. That thing needs to be serviced every 3 months. I charged him $75 to service that thing, and it's easy money, and more importantly, it's enjoyable. And then above all, I have time. Now, let's say I want to take tomorrow off for any number of reasons. I can do it. I have no boss to ask. I am my own boss. And what's great about this industry is the harder I work, the more money I make. And hey, it's money. Look at people that do landscaping. Sometimes we look at those as blue collar jobs, and you got to ask yourself, how has this guy got a brand new Ford F-150 doing maintenance, and he's got this really expensive trailer attached to it? I'm telling you, this may look blue collar to you, but I guarantee you that guy makes more than your average college graduate. So here I am. That's what I'm doing. The job that I did for it wasn't a state job, but I worked for the state. It's a real kind of tricky area of what I do. So I worked with law enforcement out of prison, but I'm not law enforcement, nor do I work for the state. The state needed to hire us, so we were third-party contracted to do this job. I don't know how many years the contract's for, 2, 3, 5 years, something like that. And then they'll revisit the contract and do it again if it's successful. But the problem with that job, man, we had a huge turnaround rate. I mean, I can't tell you how often people didn't show up, didn't care, fell asleep on the job. And it's no fault of our company. It's just, you know, we need employees, and people, or at least this generation, or I don't know what it is, people don't want to work. And we paid good. I think the least amount that our company paid, and this is Carolina, the least amount that they paid was $21 an hour starting. And it was the easiest job ever. I kid you not. Sure, there's a level of responsibility. A lot can go wrong. You're guarding a prison. But at the end of the day, there was a lot of downtime. And me being a sergeant, I got paid quite a bit more. And I felt like I was working for the state. Benefits were awesome. It was just a great job. But man, 12-hour shifts. And that was killing me. I did it, you know, for, what did I do? For like close to 2 years or something, year and a half. But I'll get more into detail about that down the line. Why I no longer work there and stuff. I didn't get in trouble or anything. It's just, it's a complicated, long story. I promise you, I'll divulge more. Just, I need some time to get that all together, and I don't want to like make this video longer than it should be. But there you go, guys. I'm back. Not exactly doing security anymore. Doesn't mean I'm going to quit talking about security, but I think I'm going to turn a page of this chapter of my life and change this channel to not just security, but maybe talk about my life as well. I know I've had people in the past ask me, you know, to talk about myself or my daily adventures or working on my vehicle. They said they wouldn't mind hearing about that. And I'll be quite honest with you. There's a lot of folks I follow on YouTube, and they just basically talk about their daily life, and I'm fascinated by it. There's this one guy I follow, Virginia Wynn. Man, I swear he gets like 7 views per video. Like, literally nobody follows him. Some quirky, weird dude with a beard, and he talks really soft. He reminds me of that guy, damn, what's his name? Bob something, the painter, you know? He has a really relaxing voice. Bob Ross, the puffy hair, right? So I listened to this guy, Virginia Wynn. He's just so chill, and talks about camping and gardening and his greenhouse and things like that. And I can just sit there every day and just listen to him, or I'll listen to him when I'm driving. And, you know, I guess that's what we do. We like to look at other people's lives and see what's going on in their life and all the drama. You guys don't want to hear about security every day. I've literally talked that to death. I am so tired of talking about security. Occasionally I'll throw in something here and there, and we can answer questions, do some live videos. But if I got to make a new security video every single day, I run out of content pretty quick. So I'll change up the channel a little bit, which will encourage me to want to come on here more often. If I'm just telling you how my day is, how my week's going, what's new, I can come up with content a lot quicker than sitting there and thinking about what have I not talked about in security. So anyways, we're almost about to hit 20 minutes. I'm going to get out of here. I'm getting ready to go to Walmart. I got to buy a toilet seat because I sat on it, and for some reason it cracked. I've never had a toilet seat crack. I need to buy a spigot for a water hose. I was cleaning out a filter today at a pool site, and I, believe it or not, I don't have a spare one of those spigots, nozzles, so I had to put my thumb on the water hose to clean a filter, and that sucked. And I couldn't believe I didn't have a spare one in my car just for those days when a customer doesn't have one. And well, what am I getting at Walmart? Let's talk about Walmart. Bird seeds for my backyard. I like encouraging birds to come. And then I'll look at some pool equipment. Sometimes they have sales on chlorine, things like that. Other than that, guys, look. Sorry, I've been gone for a long time. I've gotten a lot of messages. I get a lot of messages, and every day I get tons of emails. And I don't always answer them. So I'm sorry. But this isn't my full-time job. This isn't my life. This is just kind of a journal of my life. But, you know, but you guys deserve more. I know there's a lot of people with questions, and a lot of you folks were truly concerned about me and, you know, how I'm doing. And, well, here I am, you know, gained a little bit of weight. Probably need a haircut, but it's DEFCON 3 wearing the same shirt all the time. I got like 4 or 5 of these Brazil shirts. Remember Pee Wee Herman used to wear the same outfit every freaking day? Well, if I could wear this every day, I would. No rhyme or reason behind it. I like following the same pattern every day and consistency. But otherwise, listen, know your worth, know your value, value your time, be safe.